Welcome back to my channel. I'm Kayla with Kayla's Cricut Creations, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make a felt heart banner for Valentine's Day and how you can use your Cricut machine to add vinyl to the hearts. My banner was too big, so I put them in two different spaces in my almost 2-year-old's room. I think they are just so sweet and adorable. First, I'll show you what supplies you'll need to make this. You'll need felt, and you can choose whatever colors you want for it. You could do all red, all pink, you can add purple. I picked mine up from Michael's, and this is the Critology brand. I'm using the basic felt. They also have premium felt, which is thicker and just a little bit more expensive, so it's kind of a personal preference of which one you want. You'll also need stuffing. I found this big bag of stuffing at Michael's too. Also, I always use a coupon at Michael's, so it ends up bringing the cost down quite a bit. For my heat transfer vinyl, I'm using Caesar brand, and basically everything is from Michael's. I can link it all down in the description box. You can use whatever HTV or iron-on that you have on hand. I have some string. This will be the banner that holds the hearts. You can use twine, really whatever string or twine you want. You'll also need embroidery floss. This is what you put along the edge of the felt hearts to connect it together, and you'll need some sewing pins and sewing needles. Next, I'll show you how I put everything together in Cricut Design Space. I'm going to have pink and red felt hearts, so I need 2 different hearts in Design Space. I'm going to go over to my shapes, and this is free. You can just grab one of the hearts here, and I'll just make this one red. I'm also going to make the width 3.5 inches. Now I want one more that's pink. I decided to size it first because now I'm just going to duplicate this. So you can hit Command D on your keyboard, or you can come up here and just select the duplicate button. And for this one, I'm going to change it to pink. Okay, now I have my hearts. I need to grab my font, and I'll go over to System, and it's JT Grove. I'll link this down in my description box. It is one of my favorite fonts. I use it all the time. And I'm going to type in all caps XOXO. Then I'm also going to type in all caps love. For my sizing, I think I'm just going to see what looks the best in here. I don't want the words to be too big, and I think that looks perfect. So it's about 0.5 inches for the height and about 1.5 inches for the width. For the XOXO, what I'm actually going to do is just copy my font size. That just makes this the exact same font size. I'm just going to come in here and paste it. For my colors, I thought that the letters on the red heart would look cute to have pink. That kind of matches my pink felt. And then I'll do the same thing for the love. I'm going to have it be red. I will change this to red, and I'll change my XOXO to pink. With my banner, I decided I wanted 12 hearts total, so I'm going to have 6 of the red hearts and 6 of the pink hearts. And I do have to have a felt heart for the back to attach it together. So I actually need 12 red hearts and 12 pink hearts. I only want 6 of each of these words, and I want 12 of the hearts. Hopefully this next part isn't too confusing, but when I'm cutting multiple of the same design, I like to go to the Make It screen and select Project Copies. So I am going to hide my words first, and I will click Make It. Now what I can do is go up to my Project Copies and select 12. My felt size is 9 inches by 12 inches, so I'm going to go to material size and select 9 by 12, and I need to do that for the pink as well. I'll click continue. For my material setting, I am going to select felt. For the tool, it selects the fine point blade, and I am using my maker machine and using the rotary blade, so I'll click on edit tools and select that, then I'll hit apply. I'm using the pink fabric grip mat. I had to buy a new one because my old one was in really bad shape, but a great hack is to take transfer tape and set it down on the mat with the sticky side up. Then that leftover felt will be on the transfer tape instead of the mat, so the mat lasts a lot longer. I'm placing down my red felt first, then I take my brayer tool and press it into the mat. You just don't want the felt to pick up when it's cutting. I probably should have cut out the HTV first because I have to switch out my blade, but I grabbed my rotary blade and I switched it out with my fine point blade. I actually just posted a video on how to cut felt with your Explorer or Joy machine if you're wanting to make this project and you don't have a maker, so I will leave a link down in the description box below. Once that's done, I remove my felt hearts, then I add my other red felt sheet and have the Cricut cut that out. You can see the Cricut rotary blade just does a fantastic job of cutting out these hearts. It's kind of fun to watch it because the blade picks up and spins when it cuts out the felt. Then the Cricut will cut out the 2 pink felt sheets. I'm back in Cricut Design Space. I am going to bring my words back and I'll hide my hearts. Then I can go to Make It, and I need 6 of these. So I'll go over to my project copies and select 6. I am using a 12 by 12 sheet, so it's fine if I leave it like that, but I do need to mirror my designs. For my cut setting, I will use Everyday Iron-On. I put the shiny side of my HTV down on my mat, and the Cricut will cut out the pink, then it will cut out the red vinyl. When it's done, then I just weed out the excess vinyl. Also, I was curious how many people decorate for Valentine's Day. I do a little bit, but not too much. I do like that it's some bright pink and red colors when it's been so gloomy this winter. I like to use my pen tool with these little letters, and you can do a few at the same time before taking the vinyl off of it too. Cut out all my pieces, then I'm ready to heat press it. I'm using my Easy Press Mini, and I set it to just the low setting, and I'm going to do it for 30 seconds. I line up my vinyl on the felt, then I grab my Teflon sheet and place it on top. You can use parchment paper as well. I run my Easy Press Mini over in constant motion. This is different than if you're using an actual heat press that you want to just press down, but for the Mini, you want to keep moving it. When it's done, I remove the carrier sheet. HTV just sticks so well to felt, which is really cool. Then I continue to do the other hearts. Here I'm doing the pink one. Also, the Easy Press Mini is one of my favorite purchases ever. I just use it all the time and it's just so convenient. I have all of the HTV on my felt. It looks so cute, and now I'm ready to put these hearts together. I need to grab my embroidery floss. Make sure you have enough of that because I did a test run without the HTV, and I'm glad I did because I only had enough for like half the hearts. So I doubled what I had done before. This is an 18-inch ruler, and I decided I wanted 4 of these, and then I added just a tiny bit more. So I feel like it was around 80 inches for the string size. Now I'm ready to add my embroidery floss onto my needle, and I cut the ends so it's a little bit easier to add. It's a little cleaner. Then I place the floss on my fingertip kind of, and then I kind of roll that into it, and it makes it a lot easier to pull it through. I pull that side through, and then I have the 2 ends meet up. Once I have those lined up, I tie a knot in it. I cut off the excess string, and now I'm ready to start adding this to my hearts. I have 1 heart with the love on it and 1 without HTV on it, and I piece it together and line it up as best as I can. It seemed like the one with love on it was a little bit smaller and the heat might have shrunk it a tiny bit. I had that issue with some, but not others. I just placed a sewing pin on it to keep it together. First, I have the needle go through just 1 piece of the felt, and it's the top piece, and I just kind of go in the center bottom portion of it. I pull it all the way through until that knot is there, and then I just tuck those extra ends underneath it. I turn it around, and then about 1/4 of an inch above that first stitch, I think is what you call it, I poke the needle through both felt sheets. Then I start pulling the string through, but you don't want to pull it all the way through. You want to put that needle through the top piece of that little hole there. Once you have the needle through that loop, then you can pull it all the way tight, and you do want to kind of pull at it once it's all the way done. Then you just follow this same process around the whole heart. I'll show you one more here where I go up about another 1/4 inch and pull it through. I pull the needle through that loop again and then tighten it. Once you get to the top part, you do want to put it through where the heart kind of goes down there, just to make sure it goes along the whole edge of the heart. Once I'm about halfway through, I take the pin out. I did a little more, but you want to save a space just about like this to add the stuffing into it. It's not a very big space, so sometimes you have to pull that stuffing apart and then you just stuff your heart with that stuffing. You can kind of fluff it so it's evenly throughout the heart, and then you just go in and add a couple more of those stitches. It's a little different when you get to the end. What you'll want to do is go through that point, and you'll want to go through the bottom and the top. And when you go through the top, you want to go through that first stitch. Sorry, it's blurry here, but you go through and then you add the needle through the loop just like how you did all the other ones. To finish it off, you go through just the bottom one and you pull it through. You don't do anything with the loop, you just pull it straight through. Then you take your scissors and cut the string. After you cut it, you just tie a knot with that string and it kind of goes inside the heart a little bit to tie it off. Then you just cut off those pieces of string with scissors. Here's all of my hearts. It did take a little bit of time, but I did it while I was watching a movie with my kids. I am such a multitasker with 3 kids. I basically have to be. Before I make it into the banner, I wanted to show you how cute this would be as like a little filler decor to put in bowls and things like that. So that's always an option too. To add the string, you'll need a longer needle, and I'm using a doll needle. First, I thread the string through the needle. I pull just a little bit of the string through. Now I'm ready to add this into the heart. What I do is just find one of those holes towards the top because you don't want to do it too far down. It'll get too top heavy and kind of twist downward. Then I push it through the stuffing and you want it to come out on a similar spot on the other side. Once you do that, you just pull that through. Then you just do the exact same thing with the rest of the hearts. If you want to do like a pattern like I'm doing, you'll want to make sure you have it going the way that you want it. My banner was too big for where I wanted to put it. It would work on my fireplace, but I decided it would be cuter in my daughter's room. So I cut the string where I had 6 hearts on each banner. Now I'm ready to put these up. I have these really adorable acrylic shelves above my daughter's bookcase, and I just love decorating it for different holidays. I hope you enjoyed this video. I have another Valentine's Day video coming up where I'm going to do several projects in one, and I'm hoping to get it posted next week since Valentine's Day is coming up so quickly already. I would love it if you gave this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and subscribe if you are new to my channel.